Hey guys, just a reminder before we get into the actual prediction, the whole purpose of this channel is to make sure that we're profiting, but also putting forth good deeds into the world, paying it forward, helping people out, being angel investors, my friends. And the way that we do that is by taking 5% of the profits. This is the unwritten agreement to utilize this information for profit. 5% of the profits that you make from this information should be donated to one of these charities right here, or to a charity that you see fit. Just make sure that you're paying it forward. 5% makes somebody's day, be somebody's angel, and then 5% of the profits back to the channel through our PayPal or our Cash App. Guys, if I don't see this, to me that means you're not doing either. If I don't see this, it means you're not following through. I've banned people for that, just to be clear. There's no reason why somebody should feel entitled to utilize all of this free information without holding up their end of the agreement. There's so many beautiful people in the world. If you're not doing that, you really should be ashamed of yourself. There's so many people doing it. It's not hard. And for all of those of you that are doing it, and the more and more of you that I see every single day, God bless you, my friends. This is the XRP 1 month overview reading for the month of April 2023. It's currently March 12th, 2023, 8:58 p.m. Eastern Time. XRP at the time of this reading is currently just over 37.5 cents at 0.3759. The shuffle file we're about to play for the April XRP reading was created on February 27, 2023 at 4:33 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this file here. So the overall theme and behavior for the month of April, we have a U-shaped dip. It takes place near the intersection of two perpendicular diagonal trend lines. So like two peaks, and then it looks like we're bumping up against resistance, maybe breaking through resistance, bumping up against resistance into the, like, towards the end of the month. Behavior around the highest high for the month. We have a prominent move higher through a key resistance level on a 1 month chart. We stay above it briefly, and then we break back down through the same price level shortly thereafter with the full retracement of the move higher, all the way back down to where the move higher started. It makes kind of like a capital A in the English language, with the price level, the resistance level that we break through momentarily, kind of as the cross in the capital A. Interesting. Okay, and then behavior around the low, we revisit a support level that we recently declined to meet in like the recent past. So my sense is that this low in here in April, around the 10th or 11th, is probably the same low that we see somewhere in March. Let's take a look at the 1 year. Actually, we can take a look and see how we're doing so far in the 1 year real quick too. So January, we had this decline, right? We were coming out of a decline into January, early January, unicursal, so pretty sharp decline into early January, but then it's pretty bullish for most of January. Fast sudden move higher off of the low, and then we successfully turned resistance into new support towards the end of the month. And you can see that took place early in February. We have a rally into a key resistance level, followed by a decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. The low forms after selling from near overbought territory through multiple support levels, right? The high as well, off of the high there's a decline with through multiple support levels. And then into the end of the month, we have a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a decline. So this is pretty solid. So there's a trough in early March, and some sideways rotation along the low. A trough somewhere in March, I should say. So there's probably the revisiting of that trough somewhere around here, the 10th or the 11th. So we go from a peak on the 10th to probably a highest high thus far on the on the 3rd and to a low on the 10th, 11th, and then we come back to that same high from the 3rd around the 21st. Then we kind of like bump along resistance here. This might be a higher high here on the 25th, or just the same high, but we're like doing some bullish bumping along resistance into the end of the month. Sneak preview for the following month. Key technical resistance levels highlighted again. It's on a multi-day scale. Guys, if you're interested in getting the paid version of this where we talk about the best trades, I'm going to go through the day-by-day behavior. But if you want to get the best trades, what we see is the best trades for the month, check out our website here, our services, Eso-Meta Forecast. Click here for your forecast, and then you should be able to select XRP here. It's a really great way to support the channel, my friends. Gets you access to XRP. The paid version with all of the best trades that we see for the month. Alright, so we go on the first. There's a fast sudden move higher. Probably a bit of a decline between the first and the second because we have a trough there. And then out of that, we like a notable move to the upside. We push the upper end of a range higher, come to a crest on the 3rd, a highest high thus far on the 3rd, and we decline from that high, from that crest down to and through support level and do a U-shaped reversal below that support level. Or come back and reuse that support as support. There's a day trade opportunity on the 2nd, which I'll talk about in the paid version. There's a trade opportunity early on the 3rd I'll talk about in the paid version, and then on the cusp of the 3rd, 4th, the trade opportunity. On the 4th, we have a notable move to the upside. Failed attempt to break through key resistance on a multi-day chart there on the 5th, followed by a decline through key support on a multi-day chart kind of scale. We're doing sideways rotation on the 6th along a key support level. We rise to meet the nearest resistance, come back and continue rotating sideways along that support there on the 6th. There's a bit of a rally on the 7th off of a trough there early in the day. A rally to a key technical resistance level that's important on more than just a 1 month scale. I'm advised not to chase that rally. There's a day trade opportunity on the 8th and a prominent trough or low that'll stand out there on the 8th. We'll talk about the day trade in the paid version. On the 9th, we have a sideways fluctuating rally into a prominent crest or peak that precedes a decline. It looks like there's an important resistance level that's highlighted there on a multi-day scale there on the 9th, 10th. And we decline pretty hard from that resistance level into a lowest low towards the cusp of the 10th or the 11th, and then probably see a little bit of a retracement back up and then another decline into the cusp of the 11th, 12th to see another lowest low. Like there's a lowest low there between the 10th and the 11th, and some bearish price or some bullish price swings on the 12th. A notable reversal early in the day on the 13th. And then we have like a holding pattern with a pop and drop on the 14th. There may be some sort of an agreement between two leaders that might be highlighted here on the 14th. On the 15th, we have 3 pokes through the same price level, followed by a sharp decline off of that 3rd poke. On the 16th, we declined from a key resistance level on a multi-day scale down to another support level. We decline to and through a support level on a multi-day scale, and then come to another support level, rotate sideways along that support, with a notable move to the upside from a trough to a peak at the end of the day on the 16th. On the 12th, we have a notable rally that increases with momentum moving forward in time. On the 18th, we attempt to reestablish support. It looks like probably to the upside there. We attempt to reestablish support. And then on the 19th, we have a prominent move higher followed by full retracement and then move back down into a decline on the 20th. That decline marks a significant trade opportunity. There's a day trade in there, which I'll talk about in the paid version. And a trade opportunity on the 21st in the midst of a rally along a diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance to meet a secondary resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those two price levels. Somewhere in there will be near an overbought peak or crest. That's our highest high, probably the same price level as the third here on the 21st, and that makes that U-shaped dip kind of take place. Trade opportunity there, and a trade opportunity on the 22nd as well. In the midst of a crest, there's a notable sell-off towards the end of the day, which turns into a rally on the 23rd. Rally ends also on the 23rd, followed by some sideways rotation along key support on a multi-day chart there on the 24th. Pretty mixed behavior on the 4th. On the 25th, we have a significant move higher. Actually, it might be off of the 24th into the 25th. We have a significant move higher, reaching for a distant resistance level and possibly a highest high thus far there on the cusp of the 25th, 26th. Sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow moving sideways along a key support on the 26th, followed by a sharp decline somewhere towards the end of the day on the 27th through multiple support levels. We established support on a multi-day scale somewhere on the 20th, and then there's a prominent move higher off of that establishment of support and a prominent trough. There's a prominent move higher sitting out on a multi-day chart there on the 28th, and then we're bound by an important range. Looks like the upper end of a range on a multi-day scale there on the 29th. Key technical resistance level highlighted on 29th, 30th, and a significant amount of price movement off of that resistance level, looks like to the downside on the 30th. Again, a key technical resistance level is the highlight of May. A key price level is the highlight of May. With that said, guys, let me know what you think. That's the XRP reading for April. The public version anyways. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, my friends, make sure to follow that rule of karma. It's so important. If you plan to profit from this information and you don't want to be disappointed, you must follow the rule of karma, my friends. There's metaphysical laws, there's metaphysical protection in place for this channel so that only the right people profit from this information. All others should be disappointed. You know, it's a matter of following through on the rule of karma, my friends. 5% of the profits back to the channel, 5% of the profits pay it to one of these charities that we have here on our website under the resources tab. And then make sure whatever you spend that 90% on, you spend it out of love. As long as you do that, the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. Stay tuned for the paid version. I'll see you guys on the next one.